Welcome to another episode of Hip Hop Hoops Podcast. I am your host, Anthony Igadero.
And I'm your co-host, Chris Blackwood. What up, what up, what up, what up? Let's go.
Listen, man, we want to thank everybody who's been subscribing, supporting us, man, on our YouTube. Continue to keep subscribing on our YouTube, subscribe on our Apple Podcast, man, and definitely subscribe to us on Spotify and just, follow us on Instagram, man. Shout out, our distant cousins, Title League in the building. Let's go.
You already know, in the building, Title League. Enough love. You know how that goes, man. We love you, man.
You know how that goes, man. You know how it goes. But listen, man, we talked about something last time on the show that was very interesting. We definitely didn't come close to agreeing at all. Shout out to Drano. It was definitely the whole Jay-Z and who had more impact, Jay-Z, your boy 50 Cent, M. We've been doing polls. We put up a post on Instagram. It's been going crazy. Everybody's commenting, but the majority of the group seems to be going either 50 or Hove.
Right.
They kind of haven't been going with, the whole M. So
I mean, in the comment section under the post, you got one. I forgot the young man's name, but he let it be known, and he said something straight. When it comes to hip hop, Eminem kind of opened the door, for hip hop being put in everybody's crib, if I can say that. Not in the suburbs, everybody that's not black. You know what I mean? Eminem and his hip hop skills and ability kind of put the bridge there for everybody else to go in. So that was a very good point. You know what I mean? When it comes to hip hop, Eminem he's up there as one of those guys. You know what I mean? That's
definitely up there. All three are up
for
there
the success of hip hop. But yeah, definitely all three for sure.
All three are definitely up there. We got Jay-Z, Eminem, and we got Mr. Jay-Z himself. So Jay-Z, 50 Cent, Eminem, who had the biggest impact? I felt, in my own opinion, that it was Jay-Z.
Oh, for sure.
Reasonable Doubt. We're gonna go off. We're gonna break this down. This is why we had to do our own separate show about this. This is a very interesting topic. A lot of people have things to say. A lot of different opinions are gonna go back and forth. So, out of the three, you felt 50 Cent had more of the impact out of all three, correct?
Yes, and when I say impact, you know what I mean? I'm talking about the brand worldwide, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? I just felt like internationally, 50 just a little bit more popular than your man Hove. But and Eminem trumps both of them when it comes to internationally. But yeah,
I don't go just internationally as far as okay, they know me. I look at trends and I look at it's 2023 and Jay-Z is still relevant to this time, way more than Eminem and way more than 50 in the hip hop in hip hop.
I don't know. Well, continue.
So we'll go like this. First album, Reasonable Doubt, dropped in 1996. It had sold 1.5 million copies in the US. It sold 60,000 copies in the UK.
43,000 first week.
Yeah. And this was a late this album was
which was big time in the 90s, early 90s.
No, but this album they didn't understand it at first. They didn't understand this album at first. So this album went platinum later on. It didn't go platinum right away. It definitely went platinum later on, and this is why Jay-Z, I think he had a lyric they didn't understand until the second one came out. He actually had a verse like that. But notable songs on the album: Dead Presidents, Can I Live, Ain't No Nigga. It was a part of a movie soundtrack, Nutty Professor. Definitely one of the classic albums, one of the better albums of all time. So when you compare that to Get Rich or Die Trying,
Yeah.
Get Rich or Die Trying definitely sold more albums. I think it went like 10 times platinum.
It went 6 times.
6 times?
I believe so.
Are you
I
sure about
read
that?
something. Oh, it's probably more. You know what I mean? But
I think it went 10 times platinum. I think that album and only like Nelly, a few other albums went diamond. So,
right.
I think 50 Cent's album, one of those albums was definitely had that the 10 million mark. But when you compare albums to albums, 50 Cent, even though 50 Cent's album, this is why it's tricky that you can't go off of just albums sold. Because if you go on the song list and you go song for song, I believe that Reasonable Doubt has Get Rich or Die Trying. But go ahead. I'll give you the floor now. I'll give you the floor with the first album, 50 Cent.
You got it slick with it, man. You got it super slick with it. But
I'm
that's
just
cool.
saying. I'm just
Get
saying.
Rich or Die Trying. When you got what? Patiently Waiting. You got 21 Questions.
Yep. Classic.
You got, and I'm just going off the top of the dome real quick, man. You got Bloodhound. You got what else you got? Oh crap.
What did that album do internationally? Do you have the numbers for that?
I know he sold over 30 million internationally. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, and that's 30 million records, you know, without marketing dollars. Like the beautiful thing is, 50 kind of let it be known that, in North America, you kind of control your own destiny depending how big the artist is.
Right.
Because you could pay for your own albums. You can buy your own albums. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's a lot of gray area. You know what I mean? But like I said, the question was who has more impact, dissecting album for album. You know what I mean? Being relevant right now, because you bringing being relevant right now.
Yeah.
They say it's a big, rich town. I think the Power Universe says it all. Every hip hop artist, everybody in the hip hop culture watches Power. So
yeah, but Power
Power
is not hip hop. That's not hip hop. We're talking about hip hop.
But who created it?
If somebody wanted a feature, if we're gonna say now it's 2023, and right. if you ask 10 artists, who would you prefer to have a verse from right now? All 10 are gonna say I'd rather have a verse from Hove than 50 Cent. 50 Cent is slick. 50 Cent is feeding us music. He's feeding us music through his show.
What's the problem with that?
If you separate that show and you have that song by itself, nobody wants to hear that song. Everybody listened to that song because of Ghost, Tommy Egan. The show actually made the song more than what the song actually is.
See, why'd you forget to mention Kanan?
Kanan,
you sound like a 50 hater, Brady.
Kanan,
you sound like a 50 hater, brother.
Whoever you want. All I'm saying is 50 came in. He came in aggressive through the mixtape era. He came in super aggressive with Get Rich or Die Trying. Then he came in and he hit it with another one with The Massacre.
Exactly.
But after that, after that, it was a slippery slope, my friend. It was a slippery slope.
I wouldn't say
Curtis.
Hold up.
Before I Self-Destruct were horrible albums. Horrible.
Eggs. Before you get to Curtis and Before I Self-Destruct.
Do you want to do
you had Beg for Mercy. You know what I mean? Let's not forget about that.
Another awful album.
Awful to you, I guess. But you know what I mean?
If you want to put album sales, we can see where 50 eventually started to fizzle out. He started to fizzle out, and nobody wanted to hear from 50 anymore as far as music.
You can't say nobody.
I'm telling you the facts. Because if people still wanted to hear him, then people would have still been doing music with him, or he would have kept going. He stopped because nobody wanted to hear 50 Cent
50
music
never
anymore.
did features though. How many features did 50 really have, man?
Because he
What are you talking about?
because he beefed with the whole industry.
That's what he did. That's what he
beefed
does,
with
and
the
he
whole
stands on that.
he beefed with the whole industry, so that's why he
Which is
didn't do
okay.
features like that. But again, listen, I know you don't want to go album for album because it's not fair, because Hove got 14 of them joints.
Let's
But
just talk.
again,
Let's just talk impact. You know what I mean? You got two chess players. You got I give it to Jigga. He was the ultimate chess player when it came to marketing his brand and starting new businesses and all that good stuff.
That right there is on another level. When we say impact, again,
but
Hove was one of the first artists to start talking about drinking Cristal. Nobody knew what Cristal was until Hove started talking about drinking Cristal. And then when he found out Cristal didn't even want him to drink it, he made everybody boycott Cristal and let's go to Ace of Spade. Now everybody wants to drink those gold bottles. So when we're talking about impact, again, Hove made the Yankee hat more famous than a Yankee did. That's actually a lyric.
Hey, real
people
talk?
are wearing the Yankee hat right now because of Jay-Z.
Or maybe
because of Jay-Z.
Some Yankee fans. I see man's wearing New York Mets hats.
50 Cent. Again, Jay-Z was one of the first artists that started talking about wearing platinum. Guys, wearing platinum because of to match his record sales. I'm wearing platinum, guys. People thought it was silver. Nah, this is platinum. Hove was one of the first guys to start talking about, guys, let's stop wearing jerseys and stuff. Let's get this button-up game together. Now everybody wants to dress professional and look like something. And it wasn't about putting the money on your arm and this and that. Again, when we talk about...
Can I intervene?
Hold on, I'm not done. I'm not done this part yet. Give me a second. Give me a second. Hove was... When we talk about 21 Savage, he's in the mix with 21 Savage, helping him with his immigration case. Got him out of jail. Meek Mill got him out of jail. Got him out of jail.
Okay.
We're talking about Lil Wayne, help Lil Wayne with his taxes. I'm cool. Don't pay me back. I'm all right. Lil Uzi Vert, get him out that bad deal. Everybody wanted to be a part of the Rock. Everybody wanted to be a part of the Rock because of Hove. Everybody was throwing up those
Rock brunches. Definitely.
The Rock brunches. Sure. Again, it's 2023. We had DJ Khaled talking about a verse. And he made it hype. He hyped this verse up like this was the greatest verse on earth. The Hove.
Right.
Again, where is the feature? Where is the music from 50 Cent off of, remove the music and let me hear a song or something away from the show Power or Kanan or any of those series on Star. Let me hear some music away from that. And it's not there. And we're talking about 25 plus years in the game. 25 plus years.
I mean, the music is still there. Hold up. The music is still there because it's so timeless. You're not hearing it, but guess what? You know where he's going? Like he's in Germany. He's in France. He's in Czech Republic. Where else is he at? This year, actually, 2022, actually, going into 2023, and he's still on tour.
I don't see him. I don't see him on tour. All I hear is Power music.
He did, like I said, he's in Spain. I'm telling you what he is because you're not paying attention. Obviously, you know what I mean. Denmark, Finland, Italy. You know what I mean.
Does he still have those? Does
Germany.
He still have the G Unit tank tops?
Regardless.
Does he still have those G Unit tank tops?
I think he was rocking the G. No, was he rocking the G Unit tank top at the Super Bowl performance with Eminem and Dre? The one that Jigga tried to boycott him from. Because Jigga's really sneaky with the boycotting, right? Anyway, you're talking about Cristal. You're talking about Cristal and Ace. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
50 got people more healthy. He was like, vitamin water. And you know what he did with vitamin water, right? You remember that, right?
Vitamin water is probably one of the worst things, the worst drinks I've ever had in my life.
The most healthiest drink out here. 50
That's definitely not healthy.
You know what I mean?
Vitamin water is definitely not healthy.
Anyhow,
look what's in vitamin water and tell me if it's healthy.
Anyhow, all I'm saying is, worldwide, it's a fact. 50 is a little bit more popular than Jay-Z. He has a lot more impact. And on top of that, you're talking about, man, who put 50, 50 putting people on, just like how Jigga's putting people on and helping people out. How many artists are in power? Method Man, Kendrick Lamar made a little preview.
What? Why would you
on an
even go?
episode.
That's your
Hold
weakest.
on,
That's the
hold up.
weakest argument.
No,
Who did
it's not.
50 put in
No, it's not.
power?
No,
Because he
Can I
put him in the
finish?
show Power, Method Man?
Can I finish?
Really?
What about the young boys though? What about the young boys he put on?
Who,
You know
Meech?
what I mean?
Little
Like,
young Meech and those guys?
no. Oh my gosh. No.
Who?
I'm talking. Well, first I was letting it be known that he provided a bridge for artists to get in his shows. Number one.
Okay, what about Banks? Where is
everybody
Banks?
Where
is
Banks?
Banks? Banks is hurting right now.
Do you not remember?
Where is Young Buck?
How much
Where is
money
the game?
Oh, here we go.
Where is Yayo? Yayo has to go on Vlad and do Vlad interviews every other week just to get some bread.
He's on tour with
He's doing Vlad.
50 Cent. He's on tour with 50 Cent.
The Canadian tour?
As we speak. Not this. The Canadian tour is Tony Yayo's. The Canadian tour is Tony Yayo's tour. Shout out to Tony Yayo. Keep grinding, keep doing what you're doing.
Because you said he's
prior
on
to
tour.
that Canadian
so
tour,
is he flying
he
out
was
to
in
Spain
Finland.
right
he
after?
was in Finland. He was in Germany. Whenever 50 goes, he's out there.
Okay, so this was a bad argument for you. This was a very bad argument because you're talking about guys in power. When we look at guys in power, look who the guys hove in power. Meek Mill. We're talking about Kanye West, who's a billionaire. We're talking about Rihanna, who's a billionaire. Really?
Well, the funny thing is, time out. But time out.
Really?
Did they not say? I don't know if this billionaire stuff is true because just the other day, Kanye was a billionaire. Then he made those pretty awful statements. Then all of a sudden he's not a billionaire no more. You know what I mean?
Listen,
so that's easy with the billionaire
Kanye
talk.
West.
You know what I mean? Because anybody can say anything.
West and what Kanye West has done is way more impactful than anybody that 50 put on or did whatever. All those guys that you said. We're talking about Kanye West. We're talking about Rihanna.
I don't know.
We're talking about Rihanna.
I don't know, man.
So now,
You know so
now, because that was a horrible argument for you. You should have left that one alone.
No.
So now, let's talk about the American Music Awards. He got 3 of those. Let's talk about Billboard Music Awards. He got 6. Let's talk about Grammys. He got 24, the most by any hip hop artist ever. BET Awards, he got 7. Hip Hop Awards, BET Hip Hop Awards, he got 24. MTV Video Music Awards, he got 14. Cool. MTV Europe. Remember, look at what I said. Europe Music Awards, he got 2. And he got Brit Awards, he got 2. He got 226 awards, and he's a billionaire. He got 14 platinum selling albums. 14 of them. Can I help you out with some? Reasonable Doubt sold 1.5 million copies. In My Lifetime sold 1 million copies. I'm not even gonna say what they did in Europe because they did a whole lot in Europe as well. Volume 2, Hard Knock Life, sold 5 million copies. Went 5 times platinum. Mind you, it didn't sell as much as Get Rich or Die Trying. The one album. But now,
exactly.
we're gonna talk about
that 2003 to 2006. Your man Jigga retired, and you know why he retired?
And came back like MJ. Came back like MJ and had another 3-peat.
The bottom line is,
came back and had another
he had to retire because
he never retired.
He knew
he never retired.
That 50 wave. He did. He became a president. He tried to control the music scene by becoming a president at Def Jam. It's all good.
Hold on.
50 took that. That 3 years.
No. 3 years. That's it. We're talking about almost a 30-year run by Hov. We're talking about you're talking about a 3-year run. We're talking about almost a 30-year run. You want to go to the brunch, the Rock Nation brunch. You want to go, and 50 wants to go. But 50's not invited, so he's mad. But again, hold up. Volume 3, In My Lifetime.
We chilling with Eminem, man. We chilling with Eminem.
Volume 3, Life and Times of Sean Carter, went 3 times platinum. I'm not even gonna tell you the song. Big Pimpin' was on there. Cool. The Dynasty, that went 2 times platinum. Now we're going to the Blueprint, that went 2 times platinum. Take Over. We know those songs.
Right.
We got the Blueprint too, Gift and a Curse.
Right.
You know, that sold, oh my God. In Canada went 2 times platinum. When UK went 1 times platinum. In the US it went 3 times platinum. Okay, I'm not gonna
That's cool.
keep going. Okay, the Black Album. The Black Album went 3 times platinum. right? Kingdom Come. That went
Right.
it went platinum. Now we're gonna move over to the Blueprint 3.
Right.
Oh my God, the countries, we're talking about Australia, Canada, France,
Okay.
Ireland, UK, the USA, and went platinum. And I'm just gonna give you the USA numbers.
Okay.
Magna Carta went 2 times platinum, right? 444. That sold, it went platinum. American Gangster went platinum. Like every single album. We can't say that the same about 50. Watch the Throne. 5 times platinum. 5 times platinum, and we're not going to tell you all the countries. We're talking about Denmark, Australia, because you're saying international.
Add that all up. That still couldn't talk. Yo, add that all up. That still couldn't talk to Get Rich or Die Trying or the Massacre.
Of course, it's
cool.
It sold more.
If you're gonna, you can add up all those jabs. But in regards to Impact, fams, no, man. 50 got it, bro.
He has the most. He has the most. He has the most #1 albums out of any rapper. The most #1 albums out of any rapper. The most #1s. And we're not even gonna go with American Gangster. We're not gonna go with, Best of Both Worlds. We can do Watch the Throne. Again, Rihanna, Kanye West, are we gonna, we can even LeBron James, like how many billionaires, how many billionaires come from Hove's crib? How many billionaires come from Hove's crib?
I don't. That's Banks. A good line, still.
Ask Banks.
That's a good line.
Ask Tony Yayo. He got to go on tour in Canada. Ask him why. Ask Yayo why he's on Vlad. Ask Yayo why he's on Vlad every other week.
50 put.
Ask him.
50 put millions in their pockets, bro. 50 put them in a situation.
Are you sure millions? Are you sure? We're talking about guys like Emery. We're talking about guys like Tata. Those guys are chilling. Those guys are chilling. Like what are we talking about here? Like when it comes to impact, you can't compare 2-year, 3-year run to 30 years. 30 years. Like relevancy, 30 years. If you ask any artist today, who would they want to have a feature from? 50? Hove or Jay-Z, I guarantee the majority of the artists are gonna say they want that Hove feature. Before 50, I'll put everything I have on that, and I'll bet it.
Hey,
Will you bet that? Will you bet that?
Last I checked, 50. Last I checked, what is it? 50 Cent inked a 4-year deal with Stars. That was reportedly worth
with Stars.
up to 150 mil. Hey, man. Ooh. Hey, that's all I gotta say, man. Talk about relevancy, baby.
Yo, Jay-Z just won a lawsuit for like 150 M's. Like he just won a lawsuit for like 150 M's. Like money's nothing. Let's not even talk about money. And again, he's 50's doing tours out in Spain.
Hey, man, I'm just talking about.
You know what they rock in Spain?
His own tours. His own tours, fam.
Listen,
his own tour.
People right now, they are rocking True Religion jeans, and they are rocking Pumas and Converse in Spain. They don't know what the hell's going on when it comes to music. That's why he has to go run to Spain, because he can't do nothing out here, because nobody wants to hear it. Nobody wants to hear it. People in Spain still think that G-Unit tank top, the brassiere top, they still think that's cool over there in Spain. Not knowing that nobody's wearing that. Ain't nobody wearing that. They still rocking that.
Don't forget the thermal. Don't forget the G-Unit thermal. Don't forget the G-Unit tracksuit. Don't forget the G-Unit hoodies. Don't forget the G-Unit sneakers, baby.
They still rocking G-Unit in Spain. That's why he's out there on tour.
Come on, man.
Yo, he knows. Ain't nobody wearing that in New York. Ain't nobody wearing that in America.
United Kingdom.
Again.
Africa.
Again.
Everywhere, B.
Again.
All over the world.
I got so much stats.
And he's the reason why Stars, yo, when the Power Universe is on, Stars is up.
Let's talk about
when
music,
man. Is done,
let's talk about music.
We're talking about impact. You're talking about relevancy, right?
No, we're talking about impact on music.
We're talking
about impact
on music. You keep changing it up, man. You keep changing it up.
We're talking about, okay, don't do music.
What do we just post? What do we just post on Hip Hop Hoops? Who had the more impact?
Look what it says. Who has the most impact in hip hop? It clearly states that.
You're the one that said it. You said
it. They're both hip hop artists. They're both hip hop artists. And again, even with 50 doing his stuff with the stars, he still is not as relevant as Hove. He's still not as relevant.
I don't know
even
about
with the
that.
stars.
I don't know.
Even with the stars.
Hey.
I'm giving you the facts. I'm giving you the facts. I gave you album after 50 Cent dropped The Massacre. After that, his relevancy when it comes to music was done. And this is why he had to try to reinvent himself. And I give him credit for that. He reinvented himself and started doing stuff with stars and coming with power and all those things like that. Great.
Vitamin Waters.
He saved himself. He was in bankruptcy. Man did his thing, man. All those good things. You know, the money he was losing that money. All good. He reinvented himself with the shows. Great. 50. We don't want to hear that music though. Like Big Rich Town. That song right there. The show makes that. The show makes that song. Man. If you put that song by itself, don't nobody want to hear that song, bro. Don't nobody want. This is why.
You're such a hater, fam.
No, but this is why people are getting at him when he tried to change the song.
See, I ain't throwing. I ain't. No. He tried to put Trey songs on, bro.
And 50 was still in this.
And Olive Branch, yo.
50 was still in the song.
The man of Olive Branch.
But everybody knew what he was trying to do. 50 was still on that song, and everybody knew what he was trying to do. Everybody said, "Buddy, come on, twit it back. You think you're slick? Read those comments. You think you're slick? We don't want to hear that stuff." We don't want to hear that.
Yeah. Oh, somebody in the Power universe would make a Iggy hating line like that. Cut it out.
I'm just you see.
Cut it out, brother.
You see?
No.
You sound like these Bron fans. You sound like these Bron fans. Every time when I speak the truth about Bron, here comes a Bron fan. You're a hater. Bro, he got two good albums and the rest are trash. Those are facts. After that, his career died down. After that, his career died down. Because nobody wanted to do music with him. He couldn't get on a feature with anybody because he made beef with everybody. This is why Game and Young Buck and all those guys try to separate themselves from him.
He came out with singles, man.
You know what I mean? What singles?
Nah.
What singles?
Can't say that, man.
Like what singles? After Massacre, 50's career took a nosedive and Hove kept still going. We're talking about Reasonable Doubt in my lifetime. It kept getting better and better and better and better all the way to 2009. 2017 with 444. It went platinum. If 50 Cent drops an album today, it will not go platinum. Those are facts. More #1 albums than Elvis Presley.
Well, I don't know. I think the Power Universe. I think the Power Universe would buy that. You know what I mean?
The Power Universe is just so big.
Numbers started rising after.
It's just so big. Like Lloyd Banks, I don't even know where he is. If anybody knows where Lloyd Banks is, man, tell him we said hello. Cause we haven't seen Lloyd Banks. He dropped an album.
Lloyd Banks is out here making music, man. He's doing it,
and nobody wants to hear it.
Exactly, he's doing it on his own,
and nobody wants to hear it. Cause all 50 Cent does is try to throw those guys under the bus.
He doesn't have that 50.
I've been carrying these guys for years.
He just said they were lazy, man. Just said they were lazy.
Listen, man,
you know
I agree with Bo, man. I agree with Bo. Shout out Bo. Bo said that the Game has better music and better albums than 50. And I agree with him. His career, like, I would rather listen to a Game album right now than 50 Cent.
Oh my gosh. That's cool. That's cool, man.
Again,
that's whatever floats your boat, guys.
Cristal, the man made the Yankee hat more famous than a Yankee did. We got guys wearing the Yankee hat right now and from Hove. They don't know no Yankee player.
Oh, man. Oh, you gave it to me for this one. But, yo, shout out our Canadians, man, that are going to be holding it down in the Utah All-Star game.
Yes, sir.
Andrew Nemhard, Benedict Mathern.
Yes, sir.
We got homeboy from G League there.
Leonard
Miller, man, the young boy doing his thing. Yo, it's a beautiful thing. We're sprinkling some Canadian content in the NBA All-Star Weekend. Can't wait to watch. Continue to support Hip Hop Hoops, obviously. Check us out on Instagram, all our social media platforms, Apple Podcasts, Spotify.
Yes, sir.
Our distant cousins, YouTube, subscribe. You already know what it is, man. We out.
Let's go.